What's up, everybody? Today is going to be all about Harry Potter. This is for all my Harry Potter fans. So if you didn't like Harry Potter, you're like one of the 1% in the whole entire world that wasn't affected by Harry Potter. You don't really, didn't read the books or watch the movies, or, you're just not in it. This isn't for you. But for everybody else, you're going to love this. Let's go.
Experience, the Ingram Experience. Welcome to my show. Welcome to my show.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the latest episode of the Ingram Experience. So today, like I said, we're talking about Harry Potter. So let's just talk about what I noticed when I watched the movies, because I watched numbers 5, 6, and 7, because I always go 1 through 4 and then I just get over it because I'm like, I don't want to watch this dark story. But in reality, the story has a lot of important elements that actually have to do with our life here on Earth right now. And the main thing is, once I started getting into the spirit world, in the last 2 years, 3 years, whatever, I things match up. Things that I didn't really think would ever match up and I thought were just fantasy. So let me start with the first observation. Why do we all love Harry Potter? Everybody loves Harry Potter. Everybody. Except, like I said before, for the 1% that it just didn't get to. But I'm thinking it's because they're super asleep. But, I don't know that for sure. But, yeah, Harry Potter, so this kid, he's abused, treated bad. Many people can relate to that. He lives in a little cupboard under the stairs. That's so whack. But then he's contacted by the magicians. He's contacted by the wizards and the witches, where they're like, hey, Harry, you're one of us. Yeah, you know how you sometimes feel like you have this latent ability and, you just do things magically sometimes? Yeah, we're going to teach you how to hone and train those powers. It's that's literally what I'm doing right now. I found out that I'm this light being that has all these essentially powers just sitting within me that I'm in school and reading books to unlock. Sounds a lot like Harry Potter. Alrighty, the second observation. One of Harry's best friends is named Hagrid. He's half human, half giant. Why is there a half human, half giant hybrid in the story? Maybe it's because people still have giant DNA within them. Maybe that's why. And you may look at me like, Justin, giants don't exist. No. Then who is the entire cast of the NFL? Everyone that's recruited. I'm pretty sure they have giant DNA. Let's be real. They're 3 or 4 of me. If you put 3 or 4 Justin Ingrams together, it would make one linebacker. It's just crazy. The NBA. These fools are 7'5". That's not the average at all. And you may look at them and be like, man, that person's giant. It's even in the word. We still use the word giant. Okay, so that was that. Third observation. The things that they learn in the school, at Hogwarts School of Witchcraft. Witchcraft. My bad. Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry. It's they learn manifestation. That's really what spells are. It's they say these words yeah, they use a magic wand, they woo woo woo. But it's no, you don't need a wand. You can just use your words. I want this to happen. I want this to happen. I really want to manifest this into my life. I want to manifest this out of my life. It's that's just the same thing. It's the same thing. They're taught divination, which is also another real part of our world. That's where you use the stars and the different planet alignments and everything, and then you perceive into the future. Or yeah, it's pretty much for seeing what's coming. Divination is in there, and it's a big thing. They have channeling, where it's there's just so much that's in Harry Potter. They have transfiguration, where it's you're able to transform different parts of yourself into something else. It's that's also a real world concept. I'm not saying that it exists right now. It may or may not. I don't know. But just the fact that there's all these things, wands. It's I found a wand maker that makes wands out of crystals, and I have one. I got one, and I've been using it, and I've been manifesting for real with it though, because it's real. It's real Harry Potter. And also with the whole Voldemort thing, it's so this dude, he's I want to live forever and I want to rule the world. And when you commit an act of murder, is what we're gonna go with, it's I do not condone, I'm just speaking about this book. And so when you kill, or you murder, it's like your soul splits in half. And what he was doing was he was killing somebody, and then it would split in half, and he put it into the Horcrux. That's what it was. It was like a piece of his soul. And it's like, I'm not saying you can do that, but I'm pretty sure when you murder somebody, it splits your soul. So I'm just saying, like, there are all of these concepts that, of course, they're fantasized and, made fantastical, because you can't just say that all these things are real. Like, if you say all these things are real, it's like you get taken down. They're straight up gonna take you down, take you out. And I'm learning, with these it's hot in here. I'm learning, with these books that I'm like writing right now, that it's better to disguise the real truth. Like, okay, gotta jump back to Harry Potter. When they, like when he goes to the it's like to the train station, and they essentially go through a portal. Like, they run through this wall that takes them somewhere else, because it's not really a wall. They go through a portal into another world or dimension. And that's the same when you astral project, or when you do all of these different things. It's like you go to a different world that's the same as this one. It's just parallel. It's almost like it's on top of it in a way, because it's like the spirit world. And it's like, what do all magicians in Harry Potter, where do they go? They go to this parallel world where it's like humans, which they call muggles, they can't even see them. Like, or they can, but like, they have all these rules. Don't do magic in front of people that don't understand magic, like all this stuff. But I just wanted to bring it to your attention that these books that hit home with everyone, man, I gotta open this real quick. Whew, it's hot. I'm just for the sound, I'm trying to keep it contained in the car, but it's like a hot box, and the AC is loud too, so I'm not turning that on. But yeah, it's like this whole Harry Potter thing is like, and just books and stories. It's like, why would these adults that have reached a certain point in their life, because like as your brain expands, you learn and understand more about this world. Why do these books keep coming out? Why do people keep making these stories that have the same themes? That there's like another world you can't see. There's these things going on that we're not told about. There's all this stuff that's happening in our world that, until you're made aware of it, aka how Harry was told, like, yeah, see how you do all these things? It's like, we're going to teach you how to hone it. We're going to teach you the craft. And right now it's like, I am that. Like, I'm learning the craft, and I love it, because I didn't know that most of that stuff is real. So that's what I'm gonna leave you with. Just go watch the movies again. You understand what I'm saying? Like, there's something to it. Not saying all magic and witchcraft and wizardry is real. I'm just saying some of it is. All right, so that's all for today. Don't forget, I love y'all. And yeah, I'll see y'all next week. All right, see y'all next week. All right, bye. See you next week. I love you. Oh.
Experience the Ingram Experience. Welcome to my show. Welcome to my show. Ingram Experience, the Ingram Experience. Welcome to my show. Welcome to my show.